to our morning breakfast show on television. Welcome to iBrand Daybreak. Today, Tuesday, the 6th day of the 7th month of the year. That's talking about July. And we've got it all packed and ready to deliver, already on the delivery line. Just be there, relax, and we're going to take care of the way you feel and make sure that it's going to be smiles throughout the rest of the day. My name is Michael Nath, and of course, you know, I don't do it alone. I've got with me here, it's another male affair, all male affair, believe it or not.
Good morning, Michael.
Good morning.
Yes, another gentleman's here on the show. Good morning, my name is Judechi Chidiez and welcome to iBrand Daybreak. It's nice having you join us once again. Let's talk about what's going on right now. It's going to be an interesting show today because we will be having the news update which would be coming up shortly. And after that would be the newspaper review. And after the newspaper review, we'll go straight into the discourse of the day. Also on the show today, we will be having some sports updates, and I'll dive into social media and see what's been buzzing right there. Also, we would have to end the show with a wonderful, wonderful quote, something that promises to be exciting. Michael?
Yeah, you continue.
Okay, now let's start off with the news update. And the first one on the list is the Governors Forum. Yes, the governors of Nigeria's southern region want the next president of the country to come from the south. The governors were in Lagos on Monday for their second meeting this year, and they deliberated on state of the nation and its attendance security challenges. Also emphasized the need for state police, amongst other issues.
Now, all the 26 of the victims kidnapped in the early hours of Monday at the Bethel Baptist Secondary School in Kaduna have been rescued. The Kaduna State Police Command said a joint team of the police, army and navy operatives carried out the rescue mission after being notified. The police public relations officer Mohammed Ajalige added the operation is still ongoing to ensure that all victims are safely returned to their various homes. The students were kidnapped after bandits overpowered the school security guards and made their way into the students' hostel.
Now moving on, the Lagos Assembly has passed a bill barring the police from parading suspects before the media. Another provision of the bill prohibits the police from arresting without warrants, except in some cases like the unlawful possession of firearms or other dangerous instruments. Others include stopping the arrest of a person who is related to a suspect and treating suspects with dignity.
3 more bodies have been found in the debris of a partially collapsed Miami area condominium. This brings the total confirmed death toll to 27 after the remaining parts of the complex were demolished overnight. The bodies were found after suspended search and rescue efforts resumed. The explosives brought down the rests of the partially collapsed 12-story building that initially crumbled on June the 24th.
Okay, now the UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson says he is confident that the majority of the remaining COVID restrictions in England can be lifted in 2 weeks, making face masks voluntary and ending social distancing of more than 1 meter will be among his press conference announcements. Infections are expected to rise when rules are eased, but the minister believes deaths will be limited by vaccinations. A further 27,334 cases were reported across the UK on Monday, alongside 9 other deaths.
And with that, we draw the curtain on news updates. And as we are drawing the curtain, we also, on the other hand, raising the curtain for another segment, and that's talking about the newspaper's review, which comes up shortly. Stay with us.
Swift Dry Cleaners Limited, professional dry cleaners, best in dry cleaning and laundry services that meets the needs of our consumers. Yeah, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Cleaners Limited. Yeah, for clean wash and quick delivery. Yeah, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. For clean wash and quick delivery.
Swift Dry Cleaners. Clean wash.
Most people don't understand the magic of the perfect skin, the allure of the well-pampered skin. We bounce from skincare products to skincare products, from spa to spa. Looking for that ideal solution. I found the solution. And it's Blemiviv Skincare and Spa. My name is Neil, and I'm proud to be a part of the Blemiviv family.
Where they come on, put them inside can. You fit use banga cook any kind soup where you like, and other food them like rice, beans, and even yam. Now Pali Agro Product Limited then they manufacture them for distribution. Make you call 070-666-38213. Banga, for make your food yummy.
Powerful looks command respect, they say. The perfect body, the perfect grooming, and ultimately the perfect skin. Looks, style, and grooming makes the ultimate man. I've found a ridiculously easy way to make my skin always feel epic. My name is Neil. I found Blemiviv, and now my skin finally makes sense.
Okay, It's now time for us to bring you the headlines in some of today's Nigerian dailies. And we got right here in the house, Laide Akanwo. Laide Akanwo is a public affairs analyst. Laide, good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning, Michael.
You did it yesterday and here again you are to do it.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
Okay, let's start off with the Vanguard. Lots and lots of issues on the front page of the Vanguard this morning. But let me start off with the major headline, which says, "We must okay FG security operations in our state." And this is coming from the southern governors that met yesterday in Lagos State. More of this on page 5 of the paper. Also on the headline, and also one of the headlines on the Vanguard this morning is the one about the bandits attack. And that bandits attack another Kaduna school, abduct 150 students. And that's one other major headline right here on the Vanguard this morning. At the top of the paper, we see traffic snails, Lagos on lockdown. And we also see 36 investors express delight in FG's power plants. Those are the major stories on the Vanguard this morning. Michael?
Yeah, we've got the Punch next. Ohaneze insists on slaughters. 17 governors demand 2023 South presidency. PFN can tackle federal government as bandits abduct 140 students in fresh Kaduna raid. Opposition mounts as National Assembly transmits PIB to Buhari next week. Let's go down there. We have a FIRS secretly recruited 2,000 workers agency under financial pressure. NCSU. Minister slumps at Bauchi event. Lands in trauma center. And Lagos Maritime Union members in 3-day gun battle over money. Lastly, police, hunters comb bushes as gunmen kidnap Osun Edo travelers.
Okay, now moving on to the Nigerian Tribune. I love the way they put this headline. They say Southern governors decide. That's the major headline here. They say one of the decisions, obviously, is the one about the next presidency. They say next president must come from South. And another issue they decided upon was the anti-open grazing law timeline, which is expected to kick off from September the 1st. The riders with this one, the fact that they reject removal of electronic transmission of results from Electoral Act, rejects proposed 30% share of profits for exploration of oil and gas in the basins, rejects 3% equity shares for oil producing communities once governors informed of any security operations in their states, once funds deducted from Federation accounts for Nigeria Police Security Trust Fund distributed among states. Lots and lots of issues as regards the governors forum, the governors meeting yesterday. Also on the Tribune, we have the one happening in Kwara State. Yes, Kwara APC crisis over campaign fund gets messier, and that's one. More of that one you can see on page 23 of the paper. And there's another one about Oyo APC stakeholders close ranks. They vow to unseat Makinde in 2023. More of that one also on page 23. And this one about a minister who collapsed at an event in Bauchi. Rushed to the hospital. Also on the front page of the Tribune this morning, we have bandits kidnap 140 students in Kaduna. Police rescue 26. Government closes 13 schools. That's also on the front page of the paper this morning. And there's another one at the top of the paper about PIB and says give host communities 10% or we eject IOC's clerk once National Assembly. And finally on the front page of this one is DSS invasion. FG should apologize to Igboho. This one is coming from Wole Soyinka. Marco?
Bringing up the rear on the newspaper's review this morning is Daily Sun. Apply same speed used in arresting Kanu to end mandatory other crimes. Soyinka tells federal government, with rider there, says expose of how IPOB leader was arrested will cause uproar. Ugwani promotes sports development in rural areas. Southern governors draw battle lines with presidency. Riders insists on open grazing ban September 1. Deadline for promulgation of law in all 17 southern states, and says South must choose president in 2023 and reject removal of electronic election results transmission. And Obasanjo denies forming new political party as Afenifere chieftain says only dialogue can stop more protests. Anambra PDP primary. Okonkwo asks supporters to wait for next line of action. Again, bandits abduct 140 in Kaduna school. And that's about it.
Yeah, that's about it. Let's go into the discussion for the papers. Let's talk about this one about the southern governors talking about security operations in the state. They say they must be carried along, and also considering the bandits attack on another Kaduna school is also a security issue, although this time around in the northern part of the country. And the southern governors want control of the state.
It's still within the same country, Nigeria. So I will look at it from that angle. You know, the Nigerian elite have failed the people. They have failed the Nigerian state. Because at this century, it's like this 2021, we should have gone beyond all these issues. Now, look at Governor El-Rufai. I will still come back to the southern governor's decision. But look at Governor El-Rufai, who boasted and who said nobody should pay bandits. Well, he did a kind of a populist move, kind of just to impress the people. He put his child in a public school. But under a year or two, he removed the child. That means he knows, the value of a child to parents. Then why expose other people's children? Why keep boasting? Nobody should pay bandits. Nobody should negotiate. You would maybe even take them to court. Whoever pays should face some kind of, all these stupid things he kept saying. As governor, why you know that you can't provide security. Now, bandits keep hitting him. Hitting the state. He has exposed the people, to danger too much. So, on security, El-Rufai is a failure, totally. Now, coming to the southern governors, there's other things which may not be possible. Now, let's even compare another clime. I remember the time America got down Bin Laden. It was maybe about 10, 11 people that knew about it. And remember that Obama was the president. So the day they carried out that operation, about 11 of them were in the Situation Room. Head of Pentagon, Secretary of State, the president himself, the vice president, and maybe some key people. Because even as a former president, President Bill Clinton, who at that time, his wife was the Secretary of State, would not have known. Because I remembered reading Bill Clinton congratulating Obama. He said it came as a surprise to him. That's Clinton's words. It came as a surprise to him. And he felt good because all the 8 years he spent in office, he was chasing Bin Laden. So he's happy now that America eventually got it.
Yeah.
You get my point? That means even the Secretary of State, who had all the details, did not tell our husband. And I don't think President Obama would have told the First Lady. So when it comes to security issues, except you want leakages all the time, given the Nigerian situation, you get my point? If state governors demand that, they should always be informed if anything will happen in their state. The governor himself may keep, because don't forget that all of them have sworn to oath of secrecy. The governor himself may keep the secret, but maybe in the course of passing information, somebody may pick it and such a person may leak it, and it could be disastrous. So security issues. One thing is the security men should not be biased. It's like what's sauce for the goose is sauce for the gander. Now they have gone after Yoruba agitators. They have gone after IPOB leader. Go after Gumi, who tells us all the time that you should negotiate with bandits. Who keeps talking as if he knows better than the security operatives themselves. So go after everybody, go after everyone, so that it will be clear, and then it will stop agitation in other parts
of the country.
You know, so all the issues that given me as a person, what I always want for whoever occupy, especially the highest office in Nigeria, is competence.
Thank you very much.
And you know, the person who can handle Nigeria's affairs is not an ethnic thing. It's not Obaship.
Oh, sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Laide.
Laide is a public affairs analyst, and he's done justice to that aspect of our program this morning that's talking about the newspaper's review. We're going to take a break now. When we come back, we'll bring you the major topic for discussion this morning on the show. Stay with us.
You go enter market, make you go buy fresh palm fruits. When you reach house, you go wash, you go pound, your body go dey pain you, even your fingernails go dey pain you. But make una no worry, make una relax. I get good news for una. Una don hear of Banga fresh palm fruit extract. All you need to do na make you go for the up, open am, take the amount wey you want, put am for your pot. Which soup you wan make? Shey na egusi, shey na ogbono, shey na vegetable, shey na banga. My sister no waste time again, my brother no waste time again. Just go buy Banga fresh palm fruit extract. They go know say you sabi cook and you be better cook.
Banga, come make your food yum.
Distributors needed nationwide. Phone number 081 63 974447. 08035644436 07066638213. Banga fresh palm fruit.
Swift Dry Cleaners Limited, professional dry cleaners, best in dry cleaning and laundry services that meets the needs of our consumers. Yeah, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Yeah, for clean wash and quick delivery. Yeah, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. For clean wash and quick delivery.
Swift Dry Cleaners. Clean wash.
It's Tuesday morning on iBrandTV, and the show still is Daybreak. Now time for us to delve into the major topic for the day. Now, with various agitations going on in the country, leading to the call for secession by IPOB and the Yoruba Nation group, and the clamor for power shift from different groups, and most recently by the southern governors, one will wonder, how can we proffer sustainable solutions to the heightened tension and frayed nerves in the country? Now, we still have with us here, in fact, we've not had him before. He's making his first appearance on the show this morning, and that is in the person of Comrade Adebola Adeniji Adele Jr. Comrade Adele Jr. is Executive Director, Citizens Liberation Initiative. By the way, he is a prince. Take it or leave it. We got a prince in the house. Prince Adebola, you're welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good morning, Nigeria.
I was going to ask, where is your crown? Where is your staff of office and all that? You left them at home?
They are at the back.
Okay. Okay. It's agitation, and agitation. This is like a song all across the country. What has made this thing so rampant these days? Yeah, we've been hearing about agitations before now, but the way it's going right now is like everything has gone out of control.
Well, thank you. I will never deny that. I'm a Nigerian, and I came from Yoruba land. But let's firstly give thanks to those who make us together. If you are going to say now, you say Sudan of Sokoto, you say Nnamdi Azikiwe, you say Awolowo, who were at the initial stage of bringing us together. But forgetfully, they thought it's going to be as good as ever. But they now have marriage of inconveniences. Now, when I look at the agitation, I say it's wrong. We never work. The beginning, they have matched each other together. Lot of things has attached to it. Hello, sir. The lot of things has attached to it. The tribalism, the marriage inconveniences we do. You see some Yoruba people are now marrying Hausas, they are marrying Igbos. Their leverage of livelihoods, where they eat. If you see what some Igbo people have in Lagos today, no doubt, if they ask them to leave this place, they will not. Not kindly, to be candid with you. Likewise, Yoruba in some areas. And I've been telling people, I said, they know this is going to happen. Why should they agree initially? When the answers we saw, the Yoruba people now wake up and begin to burn what's supposed to be allegiance to them. What their leader has, that their children are eating out of it. They went there and blow it off. And those are the people that wanted to gather together to make a nation. I laugh at them. I said, one day I'm going to take them to court. Because I'm a Yoruba person. I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about it. I don't want it. See, the only things I see that is happening or disturbing Nigeria today is the way our leader is treating us. Okay? If not, when those Oyibo people are still in this country, you see how they do JRA. If Nigeria can see somebody can give them where to sleep, if Nigerian can see somebody to give them what to eat, if Nigeria can work very hard as today, and they can feed their children, they will not know whether somebody is governing them or not. That's the truth. So the poverty is alarming. That is it. If that poverty is not at 0% or zero tolerance, you will not see anybody that carry guns anywhere than police and the soldiers. Simple. See, I know those who are in the north, when election is coming, Barika Dede, Baba Dede, they will go there and eat in the morning, eat in the afternoon. Even if they ring bell, they go there in the night to eat. Their vote is free without giving them 1 naira. So they have seen their power weeks and they capitalize on it and use it. That's why you see them so much in the railway lines in Lagos, neither in Ogun State, begging. But I didn't mean that things we are talking about, it has been separated of what government is supposed to do. I was on one TV station. I said, all these things agitation is not necessary. What we were looking for now, today, is separations of power. Devolutions of power. Sorry. Devolutions of power. If you look at pyramid then, how the Awolowo make Southwest, how those other ones make their regions, I think we will not be agitating for such things like this. Just when they collect from the state to the federal government, not federal government that give to them under derivation. The federal government are now taking much and leave less to the state and local government. Now, when you now look at the embodied of everything, you will see that federal government has no less than 1,800 roads to do in Nigeria. How many have they done? They should separate that power to the state so that this is in your region. Oh yeah, look at Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. It has been lying down since Obasanjo has done it in 1974. So what are we talking about? So that is what is causing the problem. And the positions in the hierarchies of the federal government are too much. All these ministers, what are they doing? Except two people there. The Fashola and other. What are the other people are doing? No, I just want them to come and tell me what are they doing there? I don't know.
All right, now, Prince Adebola, what you're saying in effect is that from your body language and your tone, you are justifying these agitations. There is good reason for these agitations we are having all over the place.
No, he has belated. The agitations now have been belated. They could have done when this new lake Nigeria was created. We should not come together. The constitution of the country now make it that if you do that, you are against the law. Look at what they are doing to Kano now. He won't be, so you cannot take regions or what are they calling it? Sovereignty within the sovereignty. Nigeria is an institution that you cannot take sovereignty from it. They can take you to jail. You can die. No, that is the truth. But the way we set up our constitutions, the way we are practicing it, the way those lawyers are twisting it, are different from others. See, they can never do it. They will know that some people do it in America, they take away from them, Switzerland, whatever. So, but in Nigeria today, the way you now do it, did you know that they have given name to all those states that suited them? They said Lagos State, the state of excellence. They said Kaduna is the basket of anything. So they have given names. So because they want our togetherness. But if some people are now saying they wanted to remove, who is going to lead them? Who is going to lead the Igbo? Or we are talking of Yoruba today. We know those who are with Awolowo who are still today, that they denied that man when he was in court. They deny his activities that he's doing, making free education. Some people are still arguing with him that, no, he has a building at the Delu. It is it's supposed to be only him. But as it is now, they've done it. But the way it is now, if we refuse to come together, and the only best way to come together is what I said earlier, that devolution of power. The constitution that our former government president, Ebele
Jonathan,
they are brought together past fantastic, where Tunde Bakari was, where some other dignity Nigerians were there. I don't know why they are rubbishing it. So it makes that the government we have today, the continuities of not following whatever as Nigerians do, cause all the problem we have. They will abandon projects. Did you know how many projects being abandoned since 1999 to today? That it is because it is not your government in power and it is not your political party in power. You left it. You begin your own. Now that one is abandoned. Why money has been full into it? Look at your state. So what we are saying is that continuity as a woman, the government continues. The government is not meant for anybody. It's for everybody. So even as much as your party take over the power, it is the people that want you to be there. Okay? Now immediately you are there, look at what Buhari is doing. People are condemning him. Probably maybe because he's old, or probably because he didn't know what he's doing. Buhari have never taken one project on his own. He continues those projects abandoned till today. The railways, it has been abandoned for so many years. And so those are the things as he was commenting. I'm not saying people should praise you. You are a leader, you're supposed to take whatever any reasons with. But today is the best one I ever seen that continue of the abandoned project in this country.
Okay, Prince Adebola, let me ask you a question. Yesterday, the southern governors met.
Yes.
And you're a Yoruba man from the southern part of the country.
Yes.
So when you talk about the dissolution of power from the central point of power in Nigeria, that's Abuja, the governors came up with a point. Yes, one of their key points yesterday was the fact that the next president of the country should be from the southern part of the nation. Do you think that changes anything? Do you think that is something that would create a difference?
When I was presented here, or being announced here, or being introduced me here, you said something. I am the chief executive of one powerful NGO in this country called Citizens Advocacy Initiative, which is the one the man mentioned. Let me tell you, I read all what they said yesterday. I read all of it. When Absalom wanted to single Chief Olusegun Obasanjo to be the president of this country, you could remember, 1998 to 99, when Obasanjo still was in prison, they were looking at the Southwest to put in or to push in or let them have it. That because of the agitations of MK Abiola recently, when it's very hot then, so that they cool the temper of the Southwest, put it there. And who can we use? Let's use Olusegun Obasanjo. I don't have money. Don't worry. Just accept that we'll do it. Now, what is the outcome of Obasanjo in that government? Zoni, our NGO condemn it within totality. You will not have a best candidate in life, in government. That is the truth. Because by the time you shifted it to somewhere, and they bring somebody that is not capable enough, okay, experience is zero. To govern is zero. At the end of the day, you now put him there to come and rule us. We'll come back to the same normal thing we are talking about. Why? The Hausa, we are thinking they are not wise enough. They have to do something. They have 19 states against 17 states. That's what they are preventing. They have almost 350 local governments. Why the other one have almost 250 local government? You see the difference? And because it is voting, that two states can take over, can determine who will become the governor or president of this country. Now,
the geographical area does not mean the same as population.
It is. It is. The polling unit we have, except Lagos and Kano, they have the largest polling unit that is being increased now to almost 6,800 and something. It was 8,124 somehow before. That is what counts who will become what. It is just when the two thought came in that you win all the Southwest, you win all the South-South, then you forgot to win all the North, make you not to become the president of the country. That is Awolowo for you. The judgment given then was because of the two thought, you win here, but you don't win here, you don't win here. But they have 19 states. Above the polling unit, within the vicinity of that 19 states is huge. Okay? And they will now tell you that they win by polling units. So if the calculation that the North are doing, that's why you wanted to become or be in power, because they know that they have the population. Thinking from there, they have the beautiful polling unit that is exist more than the other regions. So they have more states, and where you see those governors together, they envy them. That's why you see the Southeast. We are agitating for just only one state to add that more to become 6 states. There are some out of this North Central, they have almost 7 states within there. So the way things being together is not as good as ever. But rotationing of presidency, to me, will not get best out of it. Let who wanted to contest came out from anywhere. It is not what they want to do, or are they zoning it? In my announcement, you are not zoning. You zone it to a region, and you want them to begin to kill themselves because of one position. No, we have known today that, okay, North Central have done this, Northeast have done this, Northwest has done this, came out from a state from those what we are talking about. Then let's Nigeria look at who are coming out to come and contest, or let's see what's going to happen. That's why it's good for all of us should be a political animal, all of us.
Okay, now you're not in support of rotation of the presidency.
I'm not.
You're not in support.
I'm
of
not.
Okay, if rotation is not adopted, what about the fact that the president of the country keeps coming from one section of the country?
And that is actually one of the things.
It's so lopsided.
Leading to one of the,
even if it is not rotation, that's okay. But let them look elsewhere. Not every time is just from one section of the country. What you got to say about that?
See, one, the person that caused this question you answer now is Olusegun Obasanjo. I'm sorry to mention his name. When he was there, the PDP, very powerful indeed, that anywhere he's bringing his things to, that's where he goes. Then, but things have changed now. When Obasanjo was coming out to spend that 8 years, directly he contested with Obasanjo and Olufalaye, were the one that contested AD and PDP that time. They went to court to do whatever, Obasanjo was there. And the time the tenure wanted to expire, he began to look for who can succeed me in PDP. So we voters, we need to be very careful. If it's truly we are voting, not that they are writing it or they are putting it down. Okay? Obasanjo now going and brought in Yar'Adua. His blessed memory. One of the best president we could have ever have in this country. Is the one we lost. That's it. Apart from this Shivem Abiola that have not gotten there, but his smelling spirit that we are seeing make us happy and be agitating that it should be there. Except that Yar'Adua is one of the best. For that little month he spent, or a year he spent, we see the atmosphere was very camp. See the Niger Delta people. See how calm they are. Just a word. Okay, give them this. I will train you for this. See, look at it. That is what we are talking about. He now put Jonathan beside that because Jonathan was beside someone as a deputy governor, Alamisia. You could remember. Okay? And as gentle, as honest, as loyal it is, he did not one day when the FCC picked that man, he was not one day speak out anything or say a word. Okay? They are the one that choose for Jonathan as the vice president. Yar'Adua died suddenly. May his soul rest, gentle rest in perfect peace. That man, I've never met him, but I wrote him a letter and he replied me. And that is the leadership we are talking about. But as some people will take your letter and just dump it somewhere, like you are not a Nigerian. So that is the things that is baffling people. That if I tell you my mind, you need to supplicate back with your letter. I said, okay, sorry, what you have requested for, I don't have it, I can't do it. But when Jonathan came in, Jonathan now look round. Okay? Look round, what is going to, he brought Awusa there. And what the religions are doing in this country also is seriously. It's only when MK Abiola wanted to contest and Kengibe that thing does not come up.
Kengibe.
Okay? They will tell you that if you're a Christian, when you're going to put anybody next, it should be a Muslim. It's not an entity. I can't bear that. See, I've mentioned some things that make this country to be flop. Means that if you don't put the Christian and you put two Muslim, did they look at that when Kengibe and MK Abiola was contesting? Are they not both Muslim?
Okay, quickly, Mr. Prince Adebola.
Very, very briefly.
Because we are running out of time.
Yes.
Let me just bring you back to some of the agreements the Southern governors had yesterday. And one of the things that led to the agitation for the Yoruba nation originally was the security challenges in the Yoruba part of the country. And one of the things the Southern governors are asking for right now is control of their states. If the presidency can give into this request by the Southern governor, do you think it's something that could actually douse the tensions and possibly stop
I like that. That's the only area I like most. Did you know that those are the flops we are talking about? They said the governor are the chief security officer of the state.
Yes.
And the commissioner wanted to do something he called the IG.
Yeah.
Nonsensical. But it is the state. Those governors are spending money so much on those security. Come and see what Sanwo-Olu, my governor, have done to them in Lagos State. Okay? Go and see. Go and see what Faleke have done to them in Lagos State. They are individually are now putting much effort into the security of their state, but the chief security officers is nowhere to be found. But when anything now happened, they will now begin to call the governor. They now said, anything you wanted to do, call us first. Let us know. I like that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Prince Adebola.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that's been Prince Adebola Adeniji Adele Jr., the Executive Director, Citizens Liberation Initiative. Thank you so much. You did justice to that segment.
Thank you for having me this morning.
All right. Sports lovers, how are you doing this morning? It's your time to enjoy. And that will be when we come back after this very, very short break.
Most people don't understand the magic of a perfect skin, the allure of a well-pampered skin. We bounce from skincare products to skincare products, from spa to spa. Looking for that ideal solution. I found the solution. And it's Blemiviv Skincare and Spa. My name is Neil, and I'm proud to be a part of the Blemiviv family.
Fruits. When you reach house, you go wash, you go pound, your body go dey pain you, even your fingernails go dey pain you. But make una no worry, make una relax. I get good news for una. Una don hear of Banga fresh palm fruit extract. All you need to do na make you go for the open am. Take the amount wey you want, put am for your pot. Which soup you wan make? Shey na egusi, shey na ogbono, shey na vegetable, shey na banga. My sister no waste time again, my brother no waste time again. Just go buy Banga fresh palm fruit extract. They go know say you sabi cook and you be better cook.
Banga.
Welcome back. This is still iBrand Daybreak. Now let's delve straight into what's been going down in sports. Yes, yesterday Brazil made it through to the finals of the Copa America. Yes, for the first of 4 finals that is going on right there in South America and Europe. Yes, in South America you had Brazil and Peru, and of course Argentina and Colombia. But let me stick with Brazil for a minute. Yesterday 1-0, and that was all it took for the Brazilian side to cruise to the finals of this one. They are the defending champions and they are the hosts of this one of the favorites of the tournament. And now Neymar would be smiling as they might get a chance. They would get a chance because already they are in the finals. I mean, they would get a chance to defend this one. But while Brazil have decided their fate, Argentina have their fate in their hands this evening. We'll see later tonight because, of course, Nigeria, Africa, and South American timings are different. So while it would be tonight in South America, it will be early tomorrow morning right here in Nigeria. But let's talk about Lionel Messi. He's expected to come to the party tonight when Argentina takes on Colombia. And Argentina, we've seen them always come so close, and they have not been able to get anything since Lionel Messi started featuring for the national team. He's been the best player so far for them at the competition this season. 4 goals and 4 assists in the competition. Arguably, you could call him one of the best players at the tournament. But tonight is when it goes down. Can they take it all through to the final of this one? Only time will tell. If they get to the final, Brazil awaits them. And if they don't, Colombia will progress to take on Brazil in the final of this one. Well, let me move on from the Copa America. Euros will be going down very soon, yes. Italy and Spain would be playing, and England and their opponent Denmark would also be taking on themselves in the semi-finals of the Euros Championship. But let me talk about what interests us as Nigerians and talk about the one that is to be going down very soon. Talk about the Olympics. Yes, the teams are ready. Athletics is getting set as we speak. The likes of Blessing Okagbare, Divine Oduduru, Shekiri, yes, lots and lots of big names. Toby Amusho, they would be heading to Poland. They will be heading to Poland, yes, to prepare for the Olympic Games. The camp in Abuja has been open for a couple of days now, but the onus right now is on the big players, the big stars actually, that are going to be flying Nigeria's flag high at the Tokyo Olympic Games. It's all preparations as we speak. We will keep monitoring this one and hope to see that one of our athletes, or possibly all of our athletes, can emerge with the gold medals right there at the Tokyo Olympic Games. That's all on sports for now, Michael.
Yeah, well, quite interesting there, especially having Brazil. Brazil has gone there and already waiting for either Colombia or Argentina. If you were asked to guess, predict.
I don't like the fact you have to put me on the spot right now because I am not a Messi fan. So originally, I would not love to see Argentina progress to the finals of this one.
Are you serious?
For Ronaldo fans, it's a thing of joy to see that Messi has not been able to get an international title. And I will tell you, if we go down that line, I would say I don't want Argentina to progress to the finals.
Are you serious?
But I mean, cut Argentina some slack. They've been imperious in the competition so far this season, this year. And if they get to the finals of this one, I mean, it's only hard work that is paying off.
Well, let's keep our fingers crossed and see what happens later today. Yeah, we got the next thing to go, and that's...
Okay, now let's go on to social media buzz. Yes, lots and lots of things happening on social media right now. But let's take a break from Facebook, which we've been on for a couple of days now, and head to Nairaland and talk about something that is quite funny, I would say. Yes, this one is about someone who started work, an accountant who started work at a new place, and I guess his interest right now is about the ladies at the place. This one is from No Man Like. He says, so I got this job as an accountant to a bar and a lounge in Ikeja. Went for the interview last 2 weeks. The waitresses there are beautiful and they seem to notice that I am hot too. The manager that interviewed me stared into my eyes all through. Felt so uncomfortable. I will be resuming this evening. I hope Lagos girls allow me to be. I am too handsome to work in a lounge because women will always come close. But country hard, though, God no go shame us. Okay, this has got to be they are rushing us office edition. Well, the replies he got to this one is from Mike C. Donald. And Mike C. Donald said, you are employed to work, but all you could think of is ladies chasing you. I hope it will end well. Another person, Sachef, replied him and said, God no go shame you. Hope you no go shame God, though. Okay, Sunday Bar 7 is saying, Are you sure you will last in this job? Well, that's a question we don't know an answer to yet. Young Black Rico is asking, he's saying there's this feeling that comes with girls being the ones after you. Right on, man, but stay sharp. This one is cheering him on, say right on. This one coming from Kalapa says, he said they are trying to lure you because you are the accountant. They would sleep with you and use that as an opportunity. Hope you asked why there's a vacancy. Very important question. Maybe the last person that was the accountant there, something happened.
Yeah, something similar.
Okay, the final one by Attila says, brotherly, you are the one paying salary. Also remove their money when there is shortage at the bar, which is probably every day. Either decide to go all in the trouble or stay all away from the trouble. Very important advice. And the final one by Beauty Niger says, this one can't even concentrate to make money first. Very interesting one there.
Bro, if you are watching and listening to us, you better watch it. Be focused. Remember, you just got a new job.
A new job.
Congratulations.
I mean, if we have to tell the congratulations, first of all, then give the warning. Very important warning.
But that is a stumbling block staring at you. That is a major distraction.
What if they're just going after him because he's the accountant and not because he's fine? Like
whatever it is, keep them away. Keep them at an arm's length, okay? Because whatever they want is take. They ain't gonna give you anything. You better watch it.
You really
you better watch it.
Let God not shame you.
You got any quotes for the day?
Yes, let's end on the show with a wonderful quote. This one is by the man the one they call Eleanor Roosevelt, and she says, if life were predictable, it would cease to be life and be without flavor. Let me take that again. If life were to be predictable, it would cease to be life and be without flavor. Michael, it's been a wonderful time on the show today.
It is, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. And that shows it's going to be excitement all the day long.
Definitely, but there will definitely be a repeat broadcast later in the day. If you missed the major part of the show, do ensure you catch that one when it goes live on your screen. Michael?
Yeah. Thank you so much for being a part of it. And we look forward to having the pleasure of your company again tomorrow. Still here. Michael Nath here.
And I am Jidechi Chidieze. Bye for now.
Goodbye.